um, marketing now is a two-way uh, directional, bi-directional path that salespeople have been working on the entire time. Salespeople, back when it was the product packaging, still had their own way that they developed their presentations and crafted their messaging and got to a yes quicker and everything else. And do you think it's just that, marketing, maybe marketing education, is still pervasive and that traditional marketing role is still lagging, where we are, from a behavior standpoint?
So I think there's a couple things. By the way, that's a loaded question. So I think there are a couple things to
It
address
was.
based on my yeah, it's a loaded question as it relates to marketing. I think there are a couple things as it relates to marketing specifically that the traditional education is built to teach you how to be a marketer at a GE or a Walmart or at a United Airlines. You're not necessarily taught how to be a marketer at a startup Uber or a getting off the ground, whatever startup company. The skills that you need in order to be a successful marketer in the startup company and the scrappiness you have to have, or the scrappiness you have to start your own construction company or your own dental practice, right? Those are entirely different set of skills than what you would expect or need to run GE. And traditional marketing is taught to teach you how to run GE. Well, there's not very many GEs in the world, but there are a whole lot of construction companies. There are a whole lot of dental offices. There are a whole lot of startups in today's culture. And so what we've seen, I think, in the B2B market is specifically because of the feedback loop is two things. One, marketers are being asked to do more and more. And it's not because sales wasn't doing that before or that sales isn't doing that, but it is because marketers are now having to own the conversation for sales.
Mm.
Before, marketing was talking at the market, sales was talking to the market.
Yep.
Now we're in a spot where marketing is having a conversation with the market. And what that means from a conversation standpoint is selling, the technique of selling, has now moved upstream into the content that's on the website. The quicker you can get somebody reading or consuming or listening or seeing and shaking their head yes, the shorter the distance is to revenue for that sales rep, because now the sales rep doesn't have to do the education. By the way, your prospect or the person getting engaged with that, they don't want to talk to the sales rep anyways anymore, right? Like my wife, I don't know how many times she goes to WebMD or goes to some place to learn about, oh, I've got a toothache or this or that. She doesn't want to call into the office and actually talk to the dentist. She just wants to say, hey, I think this is my problem. I want to come in and I want you to do the analysis. She doesn't want to go through the diagnosis process. She just wants to get whatever's going on fixed, but she's coming in as an educated buyer. Marketing is now in charge of that education and getting the person to say yes. 30 years ago, that was sales job. Today, and as we
Yep.
progress forward, I think it's going to become more and more and more a marketing issue.